Sorry, guys. Just give me a second here. There we go. I think we got it now. All right. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Oh, boy. I'm having trouble with the phones today. There we go. I think I got it. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Nice sunshiny blue sky day out there. Did the Bills play at home? I don't even know. Did they play? Did they play at home or away yesterday? I heard they won. I wanted to watch it, but I didn't get a chance to, and that's okay. Got a lot of other stuff accomplished yesterday that was just so great. I was able to talk to you guys and recap everything in the morning. And then I was able to get over to Renee's house for breakfast, which was awesome. Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Roger. Oh, the volleyball shirt. I got to get that back. I got to bust that back out, right, buddy? Good morning, Jackie. How you doing, sweetheart? Good morning, Joyce. Raj. Yeah, it was just a great day. Went for breakfast over to Renee's house, and I ended up staying a little bit longer than expected. Riley, her dog, I haven't been able to, hang out with Riley for a little bit, so Riley was loving life. Hey, good morning, Lisa. What's up, sweetheart? Good morning, Jackie. And we were just having fun and chilling out. And then I had my one friend coming over here, so I had to leave. I didn't get a chance to go to my mom's or my dad's. That was on the plate too, but I'm going to make some time today to get over there. So my friend Lorena, who's from Venezuela, she was Lorena from Venezuela. I don't know how you can't do that. I just realized that. Lorena from Venezuela. So you guys didn't expect to hear some Latino music this morning, did you? So we, Latin music, I should say, but we had a great meeting over here. She comes from Venezuela. She saw it firsthand what happened down there, and she sees all the same exact tactics that they employed down in Venezuela here. And she's scared and terrified. She is so appreciative of everything that everybody is doing. I got to tell you what, guys. She sees what we did for Friendsgiving, and she sees what we are doing for the rallies and the protests and the parades. And she sees how these groups are coming together, and she sees how legislatively we're working to fight this stuff and combat it. And she goes, Pete, you guys are so much more organized than we were down in Venezuela. She said, if we would have been just a fraction as organized as what you guys are here in Erie County, she said what could have happened would have been transformative. And she said, Pete, they do the disruption with the Antifa, and they create chaos, and the Black Lives Matter. They've put their people in governmental positions so that they can control and own everything. They don't even need to have everybody in all positions. They just need the DAs, they need the governors, they need the mayors, and that's it. And then they control and dictate to law enforcement, and then law enforcement all of a sudden starts to see the people as the enemy, as opposed to what we are blessed with here in Western New York. Guys, I need you to know the law enforcement here in this area is so much behind us. All the way up to Tim Howard. Dwayne, we got to talk today. Please text me when you're available. And I got some stuff I want to communicate to you, brother. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Sorry it's taking so long. Lynn, what's up, sweetheart? All right, okay. Oh, sweet Lynn, absolutely. Message me in Messenger, and then I'll get it to you. If I do it here, not that they don't know it, but Antifalopes, we do have a love for each other. There is a real respect and reverence there between me and Black Lives Matter and Antifalopes locally in Surge. But man, my phone will be getting blown up. But message me privately, and then I'll get that over to you, Lynn. Would love to talk. All right. We do, absolutely, Jackie. And those are the things that Dwayne can be brilliant on. Dwayne the way he reaches out to people, it's masterful. He goes and he talks to this person and this person and this person, and it's not just Dwayne, it's so many different people that do that. But getting them, and you're starting to see that, Jackie. You're really starting to see that. But law enforcement is critical, and why law enforcement is critical. Amanda, warrior, I love it, man. Okay, I'm so many different places all at once, but Amanda and Jackie and Mark Walker, they went out yesterday and canvassed the neighborhood. They spoke to everybody. They even knocked on Laura Zeffel's door and were talking through the intercom. I mean, how friggin' amazing is that? These guys are awesome. Like this is what I'm saying, guys. The unsung heroes that they were texting me. Jackie picked up the phone. She's like, Pete, we have got to do this. We have to do this. I don't care what you think, what you feel. We have to do this. We've got this. We have to. And I said, Jackie, I know we do. I love it that you're involved. I love it. And I expressed to her, my feelings and what I had going on. And she says, well, then we're doing it. She said, well, all I want you to do is just post it up on your Facebook page and do it live. And if you could just do that for us, I love it. And I was like, yes, sir. Yes, sir, ma'am, sir. And I love that because she's just, it's just making it happen. She believed what she was going to do. And, and Jackie was this woman that, Lisa is a powerful woman, right? And Kristen, powerful woman, and so many other powerful women in this movement that we all know. All of the women in the faces of it. Gay Thompson, Monica Probilski, Gina Gentry, Taylor Zablonsky, all the different names that we see each and every day. Sue is out there all the time, each and every day. But so many. Devin, good morning, Cy. But Jackie was just, and I'm sure she's not meek and timid behind doors with Mark, like who she knows. And I've heard that she is not, meek and mild when it comes to Antifalopes, because she is engaging with them like all the time. But she was just, very calm, reserved, and, but now she's like, bam! She's like, I'm in this. And she's ready to do it like every single step of the way. And it's people like Jackie that are inspiring so many other people. It's people like Joe Palladino who are inspiring other people. It's people like Michael Bray and Kim Ray. And the list just goes on and on. Jake, what's up, brother? So many other people that are inspiring so many others. Dwayne with his actions, Stefan with his actions. And I just want, so I can answer you, Lisa, before I get off on a huge tangent. Jackie and Mark and Amanda went around the whole neighborhood. They, believe it or not, got some advocates that they were able to secure and obtain and say, yes, that, contact us again, which was the whole point. And we have some very, very, very good people to have on our side in that neighborhood. So I won't give out details of anything because we want to protect their we want to respect their anonymity and we want to protect them. Scott, good morning. Right? Lisa, I'm telling you, and it's any different than you. It's no different than Scott. It's no different than Devin, anybody, any one of us. And Jackie is in it. And Mark, they are in it. And it's just so amazing to see. It's so amazing to be a part of it. Now, Amanda, and guys, the network just keeps growing and growing and growing. And having law enforcement, guys, these people in law enforcement, they are just caught between a rock and a hard place. Like, we love these guys and these women so much. We have so much reverence, adoration, respect, affection for them because of the job that they do, And I wanted to thank Lisa's husband. I know that he likes to remain anonymous, so I'm not going to get into it. But I never mentioned this story. But this is the brilliance and mastery of the individuals in this group. This is how amazingly accomplished everybody is in this group and how fortunate and blessed we are to have all started to come together and to get even more and more of us together. But Lackawanna Police had come up the road. There were two officers there in patrol cars, and we weren't really sure what was going to happen. And if you don't know Lisa's husband, he's just this commanding presence. He's just got this, super handsome guy, and he's just so calm, cool, and collected. And he is just this really, really, really great guy, and absolutely, Lisa, I'm going, Phil, good morning, that he was just super calm, cool, and collected, and he's out there on the street, and he just goes, and I came out there, and he goes, I got this, don't worry about it, and he's just so calm, and he's so collected, and he's just so buttoned up, and he just has this presence about him and this charisma. And the officer drove up, to see, there's this woman, and she's like this, I'm standing there too, and, Dave's like, I'm making Dave look even better because of me being there, all busted up. So he goes, first thing out of his mouth, do you want something to eat? How can you be mad at somebody who asks you something to eat? I know, Lisa, you're right. You do never know. You're right. But I know to be careful. But he goes, you want something to eat? And that was it. Like, this woman went from didn't know what to do, didn't know how she was going to interact with anything, ear to ear smile. Like, you got this super handsome dude, big guy coming up to you, asking you, hey, you want something to eat? Just like, huge smile. She's like, I would love to, but no, I can't. I gotta go. Boom. Completely diffused, completely de-escalated instantly. And we could all learn something from that. And I think that that's what I want to try to say is that I do talk to people in the groups that are very, very passionate about, engaging in a very aggressive way with law enforcement or with other people. There's a time and a place for that, guys. And as you know, we were always very measured and we're very calculated with that. We know we respond to aggressors with we love you and God bless America. We know that that's how we do that. And we welcome them in. And afterwards, we talk to them. It's no different with law enforcement. You guys have seen how I interact with law enforcement. Even when they want to give us a ticket or something, we're just interacting with them respectfully, letting them know we appreciate. Nick, aren't you supposed to be working? I'm going to get you your sign. I have a man's sign. Nick, I haven't ever seen Nick get so emotional, man. I love it. I love that you guys are all reaching Nick in a great way. So he's got that loud voice, and he's just tough as nails, but, go have some compassion out in the parking lot. Dude, I can't, the video cracks me up, man. And even Louder with Crowder, like, you cracked everybody up on Louder with Crowder with that one. Well, go have some compassion out in the parking lot. Well, your job is to get rid of them, so do your job. Do your job. Dude, just awesome. But, guys, we'll just always be respectful of everybody. Be mindful and aware of how you are representing the group. And interact with law enforcement in that nurturing and supportive way. Like, be there with them, letting them know that their job is tough enough as it is. Good morning, Vanette. That their job is tough enough as it is. And that, you respect them, that we respect them, and we're there for them the best way we can. We need to stand our ground for sure, but when we are respectful, they're going to give us respect back. That's just the way it's going to be. So, just brilliantly handled, and I just wanted to mention that. And, even when law enforcement is coming up to you and being aggressive, like if they come up or the other side is aggressive, say, just calm it down, bring it down, de-escalate it, and say, hey, how you doing? I'm this person, I did this, what's going on, how you doing today? Appreciate you and respect you. You just say those things and it can de-escalate. Most people, it's not going to be all people, but most people it's going to de-escalate because we're trying to just bring as many people into the fray as we can. And law enforcement wants to be a part of this. They have to have their identities concealed because, for obvious reasons, right? but they want to be a part of this and they believe in what we're doing and they're supportive. So even if they're doing it behind the scenes, guys, you got to understand that they have directives and edicts that are handed down by their lieutenants, their chiefs, and then the mayor or supervisors. They don't always agree with them, but a lot of the times they have to do what it is they have to do in order to, because that's what they're ordered to do. And does it suck? Yeah, but their alternative is to lose their job. But know that if we are respectful with them and we treat them with respect, that they're always going to be there for us in every single way. Always maximize those opportunities to ingratiate ourselves. Oh yeah, ingratiate. Pull that one out. Go look that one up, Nick. Nancy. Oh, Nancy's here. Nancy, what's up, sweetheart? And Nick, you go look that one up. Ingratiate. So, and put that on your next little sign. I want to see ingratiate on the next little sign that you have. But always take an opportunity to do that. The event on Saturday, people are still talking about, and just how warm and together and connected everybody feels and was made to feel with that. And it's just going to continue and extend out. Like I said, that's not a peak. That's just the start. Bringing everybody together, the faces together. And why is that? Why is it that you guys have seen so many other movements come along that have all this steam and then they peter out? What is going to make this different? What's going to make this different is this. Everybody realizes what they need to do to stay together, to support one another, to be there for one another, and to never, ever, ever let any little thing or pettiness or whatever. Chad! Oh my God! What is going on, brother? Great to see you. To not let any of that pettiness invade inside to divide us. We know what their tactics are. We know that they'll have infiltrators. We know what they're going to do with the media. We know how they're going to try to characterize us and portray us. Good morning, Taylor. What's up, sweetheart? We know all of their tactics. But what is different this time is we are united. We are unified. Together as one. Good morning, Jason. Good morning, Kelly. And it is truly this bonded family that we'll be there no matter what. Like, it's like, I'll take a bullet for you. I don't care. What do we got to do? Just like Nick at Robbie's place. Pete, I don't know where we're going, but I'm there. Nancy, we need this. Okay, I'm there. I'll tell everybody else. We're just there connected, supporting one another. And it's no longer just a group of people led by one person, that one person is out on an island anymore. It's all of us leading everything together. Rolling Patriots, Marching Patriots, Erie County Liberty, all of the groups. We know all the groups that are part of this. And the groups are growing and growing and growing. We know their tactics. We call them out. And it's just that we're not even afraid. Remember how at the beginning of this, we're afraid and we got to be anonymous. Are there some divisions of what we're building anonymous? There absolutely are. And they need to be. And they need to be for very specific reasons. Christina! It's great to see you, sweetheart. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. So certain things need to be, but we're not afraid anymore. Nobody's afraid. We're like, yeah, here's my face. Go ahead. What are you going to do? Come after us. Oh, you're going to come after us with the tax department? We figured that. Oh, you're going to come after us with law enforcement? Good luck with that. Good luck with coming after us with law enforcement, because they pretty much all hate you. So let's see how that works out. We're going to come after you with the health department. We're going to come after you with this agency. Okay, well, guess what? I got a couple of thousand people behind me that are going to destroy you. We have the media now on our side. We have different media outlets and writers on our side to expose this stuff. We can put this stuff out there just like that. If they take one of us away, forget about it. There's not 10 of us coming back. It is hundreds of us coming back, filling that spot, standing up for that person no matter what it does. And you take a look at how they tried to characterize me, what they've tried to do to others like Nick. Nobody even gives a shit what they're trying to do to Nick and say. Look at what they tried to do to Robbie. Look at how they're trying to characterize and portray all of us in our groups. Nobody cares. And as a matter of fact, who was it? Oh, God. Somebody just said it, and I can't remember who it was. Oh, shit. They said, keep doing what you're doing, because every time you say what it is that you say about me in a negative light. Oh, it was Charlie. Charlie Pauline. Mike, what's up? Good morning, brother. Charlie Pauline said, he's like, go ahead. He's like, keep saying what you say about me. He goes, it's the best advertising and promotion I can have for my group, because I get this huge spike and this huge surge of people who want to join my group. So absolutely, Mark Odian, keep writing about us. Keep calling us racist and not patriots in Western New York media, in local media. Keep doing what you do. Dawn, good morning, hon. Keep doing what you do, because it's the best advertisement and promotion you could possibly give us. We're not scared anymore. And that is the most beautiful and precious thing. Nobody is out there. We're out there. What you're doing is wrong. And the beautiful thing is we're not going to overstep it. We're like, okay, we know where we want to be. We're going to get there. What is right? What is just? What is true? What is virtuous? What is moral? And get to that point. And then once we get to that point, excuse me, guys. So once we get to that point, we know we've been there. We set our goals, we set our objectives on everything that we want to accomplish, whatever it is. Seniors. And I'm going to get into this in a second, but I'll finish up this thought, because you guys know I'll be all over the place. But woo-woo! I can't even do the woo-woo. Somebody do the woo-woo for me. Woo-woo! That is terrible. Woo-woo! Did any train go woo-woo? Maybe it does. I don't know. Oh, see? That's awesome. I love it. I love it, Devin. Yes. And see, we're all unified. We're all together. We're all fearless. We're like, yeah, whatever, dude. Nobody likes you. You got 10,000 followers. We got 100,000. And even more waiting in the wings. Good luck. Good luck. And, we put our agenda out there. We put our directives, what our objectives are. How are we going to go about setting about to accomplish that? We get to each one of those things and we realize it and we put it in. That's a success story. So many success stories that we have had across the board. And we need to acknowledge and affirmate those. We have to. Because those success stories are what builds this even more, what makes people believe even more. But when we stay true, when we stay good, when we stay honest, when we stay welcoming with one another, that's how everything is coming in, because everybody's going to be like, damn, this group is fun. And guys, I want to say this too. We have to be very, 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 very careful with Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, Scott, yes. Yes, I'm going to talk about that here, and I love it that you're going to be there. All right, perfect. I love it. So, just the only thing we got to be careful about is this. If you have your beliefs, religious, I support that 100%. Everybody knows I'm spiritual. Everybody knows I believe. Everybody knows I have faith. Everybody knows I pray. Everybody knows that. And it doesn't matter, what your beliefs or what your ideology. We say that. We welcome in everybody, liberals, Democrats, everybody. We welcome in and we're there to embrace. Even if it's just to have a conversation and healthy dialogue. You want to eat? You want to eat? Whatever. It's just welcoming somebody in. Hey, march with us, roll with us. Do whatever you want to do. And it's got to always, always, always be about that. We can't divide. One of the biggest issues and problems of the groups in the past are this, that people want to impose upon them their beliefs. None of these groups are about that. We have people that are vehemently passionate about religion and extremely religious. Oh yeah, Vanessa, yeah, they are, absolutely. And that their faith is enormous and monstrous. And that's beautiful. And I support that 1,000%. But what we have to be careful of is this. We cannot alienate people. We need to be all-inclusive. That religious message is important, all right? And absolutely, Devin, you nailed it. Nancy's Devin ignored Mark. I love it. Oh, Nancy's right, Devin. Absolutely. Don't even acknowledge it. And do what we do. Like Nancy says, and Nick says, or Charlie goes, give me that bad pub. Man, it's still pub. I love it. And mean it. Because we all got your back, Devin. Every single one of us have your back. Believe what you believe. Have your faith. And, have those conversations individually. But we cannot. There are so many people that aren't religious, all right? And there are so many people that don't want to belong to church, or they believe something different. And they feel like if it's all religious, it is going to push them away. If you have that religious message, keep it brief. There are some people in the group that absolutely love that religious message. They do. But try to keep it, to the point, on point, so that we remain all-inclusive with everything that we do. It's very, very important, guys. And even the political ideologies. People told me, Pete, try to get rid of the political ideologies. Like Nancy. Nancy said the other day, she goes, we just want this to be about family and community. And that's what we want it to be. And that's what we adhered to. And that's why it was so beautiful. When the message needs to be the message, we stay together. And everybody trusts and respects one another so much in these groups. There's no leadership. There's leaders and there's leadership. People act as in a leadership capacity, but we're all together. We all contribute in the ways that we do. And just this harmonious symphony of orchestrated brilliance. It's just absolutely beautiful. All right, sounds good, Lisa. Have a great day, hon. But just keep that religious message there, absolutely, because it helps so many people. But, maybe do that outside of when we're together collectively. Take the time to do it. We go to my father's house. We go there and we love it. And Nancy is there, and Nancy preaches there, and she's awesome. But she knows when there's a time and a place for it. And whenever there is, she has this perfect balance that she captures. So just be aware of that, guys. Be aware that not everybody thinks. And absolutely, Nancy, absolutely. She gets it, and the rest of Constitutional Coalition, they get it. And so many of the groups get it. Have that message there as an undertone, but don't push it on anybody, because we want to be all-inclusive with everybody. And one of the things that I wanted to say, somebody asked me, they go, why wasn't more of the community involved the other day? Why weren't more people there? Why didn't they come out? And I go, well, this is why. I says, I have my black friends, and they're told to fear us. They're told that we're bad people and that we're going to do this. And these are the conversations that take place at the dinner table inside homes for everybody. And that's terrible. So you think about it in this context, and I told this person, I go, look, you're a white woman. I said, what if an entire black or Arabic or Indian or Asian community came in to your, a church in your neighborhood, and they started throwing a party? I said, would you show up? I mean, chances are probably, we know some of us here would. Like, we'd be like, let's go. It's a party. We're there. We'd be inviting all of our friends, right? Especially for free food. I'm in. And music, Tommy Z, I am there. You know what I mean? At Barrel Fire, we've already established that. Barrel Fire, I am in. Count me in. I am there. But, that's why I think there weren't more residents that came out. Reason, don't be disheartened or discouraged. They're hearing different things about us in our group, in their circles, in the media that they're watching, and they're characterizing us, so they don't know. Good morning, Eric. They just don't know. And if they were there, Quenz was the only one that I saw that came in, but if they came in, whether they were white, whatever they were, then they're afraid. that the neighbors are going to see that and they're going to be like, what were you doing over there? And that's what they got to deal with. But the brilliance of doing it in Lackawanna, the brilliance of that pastor allowing it in the church and Nancy coming in, was that we can show these people who haven't in 8 months and even longer, decades before, suffering. And guys, you think our lives go by fast, right? And we have things, good morning, Pam. You think we've got things to do, right? We work, we have a job. Well, imagine being a part of a home where you don't have any hope, where you don't have any dreams, where you're living week to week to week based on a check, day to day to day, and all you see are hardship, you know? Oh, you're welcome, Devin. You're very welcome. And imagine that that's all you see is hardship each and every day. That becomes your life. That becomes your baseline. And you don't even think that there's a now you got media attacking you. You don't even see where there's hope or direction. You know, you think about back when you were a teenager, you know, what were you going to do? How were you going to do? At least you had people that supported you, family, whatever. In these households, so many times it doesn't happen. Like they're given no guidance. They're given no support, no encouragement. And the reason why is this: the people above them, their leaders, they don't know how to do that. They've never been told, educated how to do that. The only vehicle that they know on how to make themselves better is church, and they've probably been alienated by church. They've been alienated by their families, they've been alienated by their friends, forgotten by all those people, and they sit inside their homes day in and day out in that world that is completely different. Our world is completely foreign to them. They can be a part of that, but they don't even know where to start. So the brilliance of what Nancy did was that gave them a start. And I hope and pray that we're able to partner with that church again and that pastor to do something like that again, to do the community outreach, which is going to be critical and important. And then we show the residents of that neighborhood that they don't have to fear us, that we are together, all as one America, right? We are one. United we stand, divided we fall. So thank you for everybody. Matt, what's up? Lillian, good morning. Moving on to Save Our Seniors. This group of people that have assembled are incredible, and it's happened so fast. When I talk to you guys about putting together your groups, your small groups, it's very important because observe the skill sets and the talents and the experience and the knowledge that everybody has. Shed that pride and that ego and that cockiness and that that self-esteem, that elevated self-esteem where you want to be the man or you want to be the woman and the girl. When you shed that and you're actually taking a look at people and their abilities and what they can bring, Amber was the greatest time. Thank you for bringing back my hat, Amber. I really appreciate that. So, when we shed that stuff, you can really, really hone in and pay attention. Raj, I've seen you over here now, great. You can hone in on other people. You can pay attention to what their abilities are and what they want to do. Rather than being worried about your accolades, your acknowledgments, you being on camera, you being on television, now you shed that and you can refocus that energy and those thoughts and that time into what can I do to help somebody else? To be selfless. And I'm going to tell you what, when you guys start doing that, the amazing things that happen, it's, oh my God. When you see the exuberance and the excitement of somebody that, let's just say Michael Bray, where Mike has been doing his thing this whole time. And now Mike is taking on a leadership role very, very quickly because he believes in himself. Somebody is reinforcing that inside him to believe in himself, to do it. And when you start to see that develop and blossom, and then you see somebody like Heather Lorenzo, who just is now this huge pillar of what's happening, and Mike and Desiree Segul, who are a huge pillar, all of us can become those pillars with that little bit of nurturing, with that little bit of encouragement, guidance, and fostering. Making sure you're there for somebody the way that you would need them to be with you. Remember and reflect back on when you started in this and who was there for you, and then be there for the other people in the same way. What's your idea? Here's the best part, guys. You don't have to reinvent the wheel with any of the ideas that are out there. So many times, somebody will say to me, what about this? Boom, done. Let's do it. We don't have to overthink about it and think about it. It's just instantly making a decision and running with it, because it can't be a mistake. It can't be, because you're doing something. And at the very end, you're learning something about what to do and how to do it, how to organize. And that just increases the strength of everything that we're doing in a very, very beautiful way. So, Save Our Seniors is amazing. And the group of people that have collected and organized, and more people are coming in, it's just absolutely, absolutely beautiful. That's right. Scott nailed it, guys. Like, we all embrace and welcome those suggestions. Like, give that feedback. It's just beautiful. And that makes everybody feel like they belong. That makes them feel like their voices are heard. He nailed it. And when people's voices are heard, they will be permanently attached to something because they feel like they matter. We all want to matter. And that's the beautiful thing too, is that there are the Rolling Patriots, but Scott and John and everybody in the Rolling Patriots can easily say, yeah, we've got our group. We can roll with 50, 60, whatever. That's a great representation, of our group and our organization, but we can do, like, how beautiful would it be if 3 or 4 groups of Rolling Patriots were rolling out throughout the week or on the weekend? And that's what can happen. Like, it's not just limited to one of us. Breathe Free New York. It's not just Breathe Free New York here. Like, have somebody reach out to us. All of us have hundreds of friends. Like, just imagine if we had a half a dozen or a dozen different restaurants that were benefiting from everything that we're doing. And it doesn't have to be ours. Like, it doesn't. It just means that we're going, hey, yeah, absolutely, take it, run with it. We'll help you in every way that we can, in any way that we can, and give us, what's working for you. That's how this thing grows and builds. Save Our Seniors. Oh, God. And Scott's already excited, and I'm hoping Mike and Desiree will be. And Nancy, thank you. Nancy, somebody already spoke to her, and she's getting Tim Howard involved. Tim Howard is extremely passionate about this. As many politicians are going to be passionate about this. Imagine what's going to happen. You guys know I've been talking about elderly care facility reform and elderly care reform forever. You guys know I've been passionate about that. Frank has been passionate about that forever. Imagine what this is going to do. This is going to call attention to the plight of our seniors and our loved ones that they have been facing for months and months, but not just months and months, years and decades, and everything that happens. And guys, what needs to happen is already there. It really already is there. I have it developed. I have it plotted out. So many others do as well. We know what needs to happen. We know how we're going to execute it. We know how we're going to put together elderly care businesses ourselves. And if these other elderly care facilities don't live up to our model, we'll build another one. We'll build another one. We'll build another one. We'll build another one. And we will care for our loved ones the way that they're supposed to be cared. We will insist that family members and friends come on in to visit. We will have videos where we can, see them, and we have the music in their rooms, and we encourage them to be a part of things. And we have staff that are trained the right way to not be just ambivalent and uncaring and to have just collect a paycheck, that they're trained in the right way to actually care and be there. And we only have enough people, there to take care of every single person that's there. Not having one person taking 12, not one doctor in the facility or 2 doctors taking care of the entire facility. That's wrong. And why aren't personal physicians allowed in these elderly care facilities? That is their patient. Why aren't families now allowed in there? Why can't they take their people out? And we get these questions answered incrementally, and that's the brilliance of Save Our Seniors. And Michael Brace started it, Dorothy Carlone and Frank Coleman, they are out there. And the whole group is working. We've got a group of like 15 people. Jackie and Mark Walker are part of it. If you guys want to contribute in any way, Scott and Watchen's already asking, Nancy's already asking, I'm sure Mike and Desiree are going to be asking, Tim Howard, everybody is contributing. We want to do our events every Sunday at 2 o'clock, and we figure that it's a great time because once people are done with church, they got a little bit of time to relax, and then we want to go to the facilities, and we want them to be a peaceful rally where all we show is happiness. We show that we love yous. We do the my hands are jacked up. We already talked about my hands being jacked up, but we do that. We're dancing, we're swaying together. We sing the national anthem. We're supportive of the workers who are there. We've got information that we can put together, that we can hand out to the facility, that will help contribute to make them better. And then we sing the national anthem, we do the Pledge of Allegiance, and we end in a prayer, and we stand together unified, and we let these people know that we're there for them. Amanda, they're getting you involved, Jackie and Mark, so make sure you message them and they get you involved in that as well. And then you can be working with me doing rallies, so you're going to have your plate full. Amanda's a warrior, just like so many of you guys, and she's like, I want to be a part of it. And we have to be inclusive. We cannot be exclusive. We cannot be cliques. Like Scott said, we welcome everybody in. Everybody, and pay attention to the people that are there. Get their names, get their contact information, grow and build it. Devin was the inspiration for that for me, because I go, Devin, how did you start your page the way that you did? He says, I went into these other pages, I saw these people, my friend requested them as long as they were like-minded, and I committed to it, I built. And then I did the same thing, built, all of you. And then I just adapted it to, the phones and, and looking at people and what their skill sets are and paying attention to that. So thank you, Devin, for putting that in there. You know what I mean? Email list, absolutely. The email lists are huge. The phone numbers are huge. Text messaging is huge. Creating your small groups, those 5, 10, 15, 20 people that you can reach out to everybody very, very quickly is perfect. And as long as we continue to do that, each and every one of us, then people won't be left on the side floundering, thinking that they just have to deal with their relatives alone, their family, their family members, their friends alone, like all of us had to, and like some of us still are. And again, getting back to the pettiness, never, ever, ever let something that you think somebody did that was wrong or disrespectful or that you felt like was a slight to you, don't do that. Don't allow that to permeate or infiltrate your mind or thought process at all. Think about why you're feeling and thinking that way. Even good morning, Brian, great to see you. Think about why you're thinking and feeling that way. Think about what's happening in your life, and it's all very simple to evaluate. You think about what's happening. Have you eaten? Did you eat or drink? Are you feeling a little bit hungover? And think about why you're feeling and responding the way that you are. And why, absolutely, you better believe it, Devin. Think about it. And then think about what's going on in your life as a whole and what has led you up to feel this way. And think about what your normal reactions are. Good morning, Ken. Think about what your normal reactions are and inclinations. And ask yourself, would that be anything that is warranted? Should I do that? And in most of the times, it's not. So what you do is you just let it drop. And you can even make a joke out of it with the person. They're going to appreciate that much more than if you go up to them and go, oh, I don't think you can do this anymore. It just creates hostility. It creates an opportunity for division and then a whole bunch of drama that is completely avoidable and completely unnecessary. And that's how I try to overcome all of it, I'm not always, like with Max. Max, I want to punch him in the face. That's something. No, I don't want to punch him in the face. But if you employ that, it's hugely beneficial and hugely helpful. And then what it does is it just keeps us together. It keeps us moving in the same direction, unified collectively. Judith, Penny, good morning. So thank you to everybody for Save Our Seniors and everything that you guys are doing. That group is going to be unbelievable. This Sunday at 2 p.m., we're planning our first event. We're already, Michael Bray, this is what a leader he is turning into. Michael Bray is already out there. He's going to be traveling. And somebody, please get a hold of Michael Bray. It is raining today. If you don't get a hold of him and he's going to ride his bike to every single, and he'll be happy doing it. But somebody give him a ride, please. Don't make him ride his bike everywhere today. So please, somebody get in touch with Michael Bray. He would love some help to be able to get out there and do what he needs to do, collect churches, because then where this goes, guys, is we talked about elderly care, but with the churches, we end up building a religious coalition of these churches that want to be a part of that. Just like we're trying to do with small businesses, we create the religious coalition. And if you guys have any information on that, please message me, and then I'll put you in contact with who we need to build that. And the importance behind that is so that all of these churches, all of these pastors, all of these members of these churches who are active like us reviewing legislative decisions or about the law or about the Constitution, we put them in contact with the people that are aware of that stuff. We educate them. We get that information out to you. You guys know it's simple. We know that information isn't that complicated, and then they can share it with their parishioners and their membership, and then they can do it. Fredo, what's up? Good morning. Love that name. It cracks me up every time. So we want to build that religious coalition, and that's where that ends up building. So Michael is going out there, and he's doing that. We'll see you, Scott. Have a great day. Oh, Kenton, I'll talk about that. I will talk about that, Scott. But please, somebody reach out to him. But he's going to start building that up, and we're going to build up the elderly care facilities and the group leaders and whoever's in charge there, so that we've got that whole network. All right, perfect. Thank you, guys. I'm just going to announce that Scott just marched that the Rolling Patriots are going to be at Sheridan Park in it's going to be the Kenmore Tonawanda Roll this Saturday at 2 p.m. I don't know where Sheridan Park is, but I'm sure you guys can Google it and find it. That's going to be 2 p.m. You know there's going to be food there. You know there's going to be drinks. You know there's always coffee and good times and smiles. So show up for that, guys. And oh, shit. Sorry. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. I wanted to bring this in. So the things that we have going on this week, we have the Rolling Patriots. We also have the Marching Patriots at Cheektowaga. Yes. I don't know what time that's going to be. I'm going to assume it's going to be 2:15 again. We're meeting at Town Hall. That is going to be, oh wait, it can't be. It can't be at 2:15 because Scott's doing Rolling Patriots at 2 p.m. So I'll find out about the Marching Patriots and when that's happening. We have our small business seminar, which Marie Rock is going to try to put together for the second one. We have Robbie De Niro's protest, which we need to organize. We're thinking that that's going to be on Thursday, but I can't do Thursday because Mike Loomis and the financial guys have their Christmas party, which they invited me to. Well, you know there's going to be lots of food there. I can't wait. It's going to be good food, too. You know it's going to be really good food. So thank you to Mike, everything he is doing and contributing. And thank you for the invite to that. So we have our Save Our Seniors rally, which is going to be on Sunday at 2 p.m. Hey, Jen, what's up, hon? And have a great day, Scott. We'll see you, brother. And then we have our Sunday protest at 2. We don't know the location, to be announced. Group leaders for Open WNY, Kathy McGowan, and I'm going to get to Kathy in a second. Kathy McGowan is putting together the list of all the group leaders. She came over yesterday afternoon, and we put that together. I'll get that out. So as senior, a Breathe Free event, guys. The Breathe Free event, I'm not exactly sure where that's going to be either. Heather is putting that together. So we have a number of other locations. Heather is doing a great job. Kim Ray is handling, getting a lot of that information. And it's just this, very symbiotic. Michael Bray is contributing with names as well and getting that information to Heather. So it's been really, really, really great. The best thing that I can tell you guys for any of these groups that are out there and the different events that are taking place, list it out in an Excel spreadsheet. List the date that you were there, list the time that you were there, list the location, who the contacts were, their phone numbers, and have it all there so that we can review it. We can centralize it, and then we can review it. We can record it, take those videos, take those pictures. We're going to create a page where we can share all that information. You guys will be welcome to share all the videos and pics that you've had, whatever it is that we've had from the entire time, so that people could go in and go, oh my God, that was amazing. We want to do that across a bunch of different platforms, and we'll have all the information centralized with us so that it can't go away. We'll make sure that we're downloading those videos and pictures so that we always have that, and if it does, something goes away, we'll have it. That's a very, very important piece of the puzzle, guys, the videos and the pictures, so that people can reminisce and reflect and be inspired. You know, how many times people say that I was deflated because of everything that's happening, but then they were inspired. Good morning, Courtney. Tell the family I said hi. Give Marilyn a big hug for me. And then they come and they say, I came to this or I came to this and I was reinvigorated. That's why those pictures are so important, all right? And the YouTube video or the videos and everything else, that we put it in a centralized place. All of us can visit it, upload pictures and videos that we have, and we can all watch it. And we can all reminisce and reflect on how great it was and where we were and how far we've come. And that's going to be a very, very critical component of everything that we've got going on. So I got a message from Kathy McGowan, and she goes to me. She said, Pete, just like so many of you had do, Pete, I want to help. What's your skill set? She goes, administrative, and I'm a computer whiz. I'm like, what? I'm like, wait, repeat that one more time, please, so I can hear it clearly. Did you say administrative and computer skills? Yes, come over. She's like, when? She's like, come over now if you want me to. I'm like, well, I can't have you over now, but we'll do it 3 p.m. tomorrow, and you'll come over. So she's like, well, what do you want to eat? And you guys know I love to eat. So she brought over chicken. And so from, Burt Widener. She brought it from Burt Widener. She brought over chicken dinners, barbecue ribs and potatoes, and, there's tater salad and rolls. And it was just so awesome. Hey, good morning, Bill. What's up, brother? Great to see you. And she's like, I bring you the food. It was awesome. We're sitting down. It was myself, Lorena, and her. And we were just eating and just enjoying, and we started speaking, and I'm listening to Kathy, and she's going, and she's not doing it in a way where she's like patting herself on the back, and she's doing it like, well, I can help this and I can help that, and Lorena just went through her school for being a nurse, and Kathy was, contact me here, I'll get you a job here, Pam, what's up? And I'm just like, this is amazing. It was so fortuitous that Lorena was there. And Lorena, you guys have heard me speak about her, come from Venezuela, had her van stolen when she was moving all of her stuff. Horrible story, but Kathy being there, she's going to get a job. It's going to be awesome. So then I start to find out a little bit about Kathy's background. She's got a daughter that's an officer in the Navy. She's been in 2 years, and she's already in O2. Good morning, Ralph. She's already been recognized by Mattis. I'm going to tell you a story real quick. She was an ensign. Her daughter was an ensign at the time. And she goes in, and they had this big, big deal with all the admirals from all the other countries. And this woman is so accomplished, her daughter, within the Navy. And what she does is she's in charge of this, she's in charge of this, she's in charge of this, she's in charge of this. She had a security detail because she was the only one who could land planes on the aircraft carrier for a little bit. So they were like, we can't lose this one. Just an amazing woman. And she had to hold security for all the people that were coming in. And the couple of men came up, and they go, okay, they gave, I can't remember how they said it. The one guy gave his name, and she's looking on the list, and she's like, you're not here, I'm sorry. And then, the other, and I don't know how she didn't recognize the name, because he probably just said the last name, and that was it. And she just didn't connect the dots. And he didn't have a naval uniform on. I think he probably had his, I think this individual was in the Army. And she goes, well, you're not on the list. I'm sorry. And then the one gentleman goes, well, I think you should, bring over one of your superiors and talk to your superiors. So she did, she waved him over. And then in her ear, she goes, that's General Mattis. You may want to let him in. So General Mattis, she had no idea who General Mattis is. And she's telling this guy he can't come in. Like, how great is that? And what it resulted in was her getting a promotion because she was doing her job the way that she should have been doing her job. General Mattis wasn't offended. He was actually appreciative that she was, she was the first line of defense and protecting everybody that was inside. So Kathy, such an accomplished woman. What Kathy does is she works for one of the hospitals here, and she is the only person, as far as I know, as far as what she said, because I haven't done any research into this, and maybe you guys know something different, but she said that she's the only woman that does these studies on cancer patients right before they die, try to extend their quality of life. And I thank God for what, Kathy is doing. And I thank God, just like for every one of you guys, that she came into my life, and we're now going to be able to put all this stuff together. She's going to be able to do it during the day. And, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, she goes, Pete, I'm yours. Absolutely. Whatever you want. We'll get this stuff compiled so that it's in an organized way. Boom, 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 boom. And not that there weren't others out there. Like Dale Federico is amazing. But Dale's got a certain role, and Kim is involved, and she's amazing, and Michael Bray, and Jackie Walker, and Mark Walker, and everybody is a part of, the Patriot Command Center inside there. But, everybody has different skill sets and abilities. One of mine is not, I can do it, but there's any number of things I would rather be doing than doing that. So the fact that she came in and she's, we're going to be organized and we're going to put it all in place and she's going to have it, and then we can all refer to it. It will be all of our, something for us, just a tool that we can use, this resource that we can use anytime that we need it. It'll be everything from PR and media to legislators, and we're going to share all of that information with freenewyorkstate.com, so we get as much that can be, the information that can be shared on freenewyorkstate.com. That's our central hub. That's our vehicle to get the information out there. So, but we got to collect the nuts and bolts of it and then put it up there. So that's what is going to happen there. And we're going to grow our group. Kathy McGowan and I, we're going to grow this as we need it, as we need to centralize stuff. But if any of you out there from any of the groups need help administratively with anything, if you need help with cards, which I know we have a couple other individuals that help with that, contribute that, t-shirts, any signs, any banners, like I said, individuals that can do something administratively for you to get everything in there. If you want to provide information to us that we can centralize it and that we can email that over to you so you can have it, then we'll do that. And it's just so blessed to have, Kathy here yesterday, for the time that she was. And we were able to get through so much. I was able to, believe it or not, breathe, settle myself down. And you guys know me, I'm only sitting for like one position for, 2 or 3 minutes, and then I'd be bobbing around. But at least I was able to stay composed and focused, and we were able to get all that information, not all of it, but a tremendous amount of the information out there so that we could start to build it. And, we'll start with this layer, and then we'll build and we'll build and we'll build. It's just going to be awesome. I think that's everything that I wanted to say today. I just wanted to say this too. Think about this, guys. Think about being a part of these groups. Think about the excitement, the list of events that we have. Can you read backwards? I don't know if you can read backwards. Is it backwards? I can't even tell. But think about what these groups mean to you. Think about what everybody means to you. figure out what it is that you can do. And like I say, guys, it's always join the Rolling Patriots, join the Marching Patriots, join Breathe Free New York, start your own division of one of those groups, make that recommendation and suggestion. Small Business Coalition, help with the legal team, do whatever you can do. Build your own thing and ask for the support and the guidance that you want or need with that stuff, and I'll give you everything that I have. But at the core of this, start to extend and radiate it out. You know, make as many other people a part of this to feel good and happy. Imagine remember and reflect upon where you were at the beginning of this and how you were just like all of these things just bombarding you. But now how do you feel? Now how do you feel being a part of something where there's so much togetherness and connectedness, so much happiness and joy, and support and encouragement, and nurturing and fostering? All of this stuff together that we're doing for one another, our team building, going out to Joe Palladino's, going out to Joe Kanaski's house. And you guys can do that yourselves. Like afterwards, invite people over to your house, you know, and do that after any one of these events or whatever events that you guys create. But think about where you're at now. And yeah, there's still uncertainty and everything else, but all the victories that we've had, not one member of the Department of Health showed up to Friendsgiving. Not one member of the Department of Health. 2 officers showed up, they went on their way. Nobody showed up. That is a huge victory. And that has to be a huge sigh of relief for everybody. That these people in Department of Health, most of the people in the Department of Health support us. That woman that showed up to Athletes Unleashed, she is one of the tyrants. She is one of the radicals. She is one of the ones that have been going down and shutting business after business after business down. And we will find out where she lives, and we will protest in front of her house. I guarantee you that. Right after we go to Poland Crazies, right after we go to Bernstein's, and somebody's got to come up with a name for Bernstein, please. Please, somebody come up with Bernstein, the nickname for her. Poland Crazy's too good. We're sticking with that. We're not changing that. But somebody come up with Bernstein, and then we're going to go over to this Department of Health official's place, and we are going to make her life a living hell. Why? Because she is shut down. And she, not only has she shut down businesses, guys, but she loves doing it. She loves doing it. Loves it. How wrong is that? Her and anyone else like her in her office, they are coming down. We are done. This week, there's going to be a plan to figure out who she is and get over to her house because she revels in shutting businesses down. She is one of the top people in that department that they send out because she doesn't care. She doesn't care about this person. She doesn't care about Kata. Oh, great to see you, sweetheart. I love it. Lynn, do not forget to message me, all right? And then I'll get in touch with you. I'm going to eat breakfast first, though, all right? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to eat breakfast first. I got it. You guys know I got to get something in my belly. So, but she is completely out of her mind with what she has done to businesses. And she feels like a superstar. Oh, yeah. Got another one. We need to make her in every way that we can, if criminally and civilly responsible, for taking pleasure in shutting down businesses for infractions that were as insignificant as somebody lifting their mask away to take a drink. I know for a fact that they have done that. Good morning, Dave. Wow. That may be, I love it. Dave, I love it, but I think we may need to go a little bit different direction. Just a little bit. David said, Gail Turdstein, which is awesome, but I think we got to just a little bit different. Maybe that's the one we go with. Maybe we throw it out there. Look at it. We can't control the group. Whoever says what they say, it happens, right? So, But yeah, like Joe said, and good morning, Joe. Like Joe said, it's a small victory. These are Stefan, what he is doing, what law enforcement is doing for us. Each one of these things are small incremental victories for us all. So, talked about that. A small business is opening up. I know that we want to stand unified, and I know that Robbie's got his own thing going on, and I know that, the big attorney, Paul Cambria, is involved now. I get that, and I know that, guys. But here's the thing. If you have a friend, if you own a small business, if you have a friend that's a small business owner, if you have a family member that is a small business owner, encourage them to open their doors. And here's why I say this. Encourage them to open their doors now. Do not wait. Be creative. Somebody just said, put a Home Depot sign up on your wall. Say you're Home Depot. Say you're a church. Say you're having a religious gathering. Say you're having a protest. Say you're exercising your First Amendment right for a sit-in protest. All right? Do any number of those things. We don't even worry about the legal stuff. We'll not complicate it right now. But open your business, share it with everybody to open up their businesses. We cannot wait. And I'm sorry to Robbie. I support Robbie and Kelly 1,000%. I don't know Paul Cambria. I know other people that do. I get mixed reports on where Paul Cambria is. But here's the reality. Anna, good morning, hun. And thank you so much for everything you and Joshua did. That was great, sweetheart. I can't wait to see you at the different rallies and events that we have going on this week and weekend. These businesses, every day they are shut down. They cannot wait for Paul Cambria to get something done. They can't. We have to open their doors right away. Open their doors. And they need to know this group has their back. Small Business Coalition will have their back. Stefan Mihailu has their back. They can impose a fine on them, and the fine is not even going to be applicable. Open the businesses now. Do not wait. Open the businesses now. It's got to be a multi-tiered attack. If Paul Cambria has a great plan of what's going to happen, you opening your business is not going to have a solitary effect on what Paul Cambria is doing with Robbie. There's not going to be any effect on that. You got to attack from land, sea, and air. Every single way in space. Space Force. Attack from land, sea, air, and space. And the fourth dimension, if you're doing. Wait, are we up to 7 dimensions? I don't even know how many dimensions we have right now. But anyways, attack it from every single way. And that's great, Ralph. And I'm absolutely, COVID-Steen. Text that to me. I like COVID-Steen. Mike Bray gave me one. I like that one. That's a good one. Paul may be a great guy, but we cannot tell business owners to shut down indefinitely. The whole point of the movement and what we're doing is to open up businesses. Open them up. Open up churches. We now have churches open. Elderly care facilities and schools are on the list. Being able to play sports and go to gyms, they're on the list. And everything else that we're supposed to be able to do. Going to concerts, going to events and plays, going to that stuff, going to sporting events, going to high school events. One piece of the puzzle at a time, but it starts with small businesses. Open your doors. Here's the thing. I just said what you can do. Share that with people. You can't get arrested for opening you can't. They've already proven that. The SLA can remove your license. They can. Or they can hold it up. You can't file a lawsuit against them after the fact for them doing that to you without any justification or probable cause for that. If they do that, you become a private member association instantly. And when you become that private member, association, they can't do a damn thing to you. If they shut down your liquor license, you allow people to bring in their liquor and you charge a membership fee or whatever the hell it is. Be creative about it. We've already realized that Department of Health can issue citations and fines and they're not going to stick. They're not going to apply. We already know that. Stefan is not going to cash your checks. He's not going to do it. Don't mail those fines in. They're going to be in his department. Don't mail them in. Law enforcement, if they stand outside your place of business and threaten and intimidate you, they are now violating your constitutional liberties and freedoms, and you can go after them and you can sue them for doing that. The other mechanisms that they're using, so they can't arrest you, they can do the SLA, but we know how to get around that. The Department of Health, we know how to get around that. And the fines. The only weapon that Department of Health has against you are fines, which you're not going to pay. Yeah, and then coming in and harassing and intimidating you. That is all they have. That's it. They have no other teeth, guys. They can work with code enforcement officers to remove your certificate of occupancy, but then you go after them and you go after the code enforcement officer. You have to stand strong. You have to fight. You have to fight with your voice. It doesn't matter if the customers come in, Ralph. Some will, some won't. But open those doors. You have to open those doors. And not all customers are going to come in. You're absolutely right. This is a decision that people have to make for themselves, Ralph. If you want to open your business, open your business. Do not stay shut down. You got to keep your business open. Sorry, guys. Hang on. Come on, buddy. So you got to open your business. What are you going to do? Are you going to die waiting for Paul Cambria to finish it and the judges to hear the case? Are you going to let your business die? You have weeks to survive. Do you think that this case is going to be resolved in weeks? If it is, awesome. But at least you are open and you're not putting yourself at risk. So what if Western New York media comes out and says, vilify this place? Haven't we learned? Don't validate that. Do not feed into it. Don't listen to it. Don't listen to it. Don't worry or fear. Mike Loomis. Hasn't Mike Loomis taught you guys that you don't have to care? There are enough conservatives, Republicans, moderates, libertarians, liberals, and Democrats that are outside those 2 or 3 people that are going to call people to shut down your business to support your business. And Mike Loomis and every other business that is out there that has remained open, it was the best thing, the best advertisement that they could get for their business. The best advertisement and promotion that they could get for their business. Do not be afraid. Be creative. Open your businesses. And I'm not doing this in defiance of Robbie. I'm not doing this in defiance of Paul Cambria. I support them. I support what they've got going on. But this has to be a multi-layered attack. It has got to be. And you opening your business and you opening the doors to your business is not going to affect what they have going on. I support and respect that. But you guys have a responsibility to yourselves, your families, your business, your community, your patrons. You have a responsibility to them. You make a decision and have the courage to make a decision that is best for you. And if something happens, you don't need the collective to do it. You do not need the collective to do it. You do it. You know how to fight these people. Put them on camera. Right away, you put them on camera. You put the questions back at them. You do not let them put the fear in you. The same way that we handled that situation, you handle it. And then you contact me and you contact whoever else, and you can see that we will be there in a heartbeat. And as we grow this thing, we will grow it bigger and bigger so that rather than it taking 10 or 15 minutes for us to respond, it'll take 5 minutes, because we'll have 100 people in each town that'll say, I'm there, I'm there, I'm there. You get 5, 10, 15, 20. And now, and this was a part of the original plan back in June, now we have teams of people in every single town that we hammer on these people. We hammer on them. And we know, they know that they can't get away with what they're doing. Have the courage to open up your business. Do it. If Paul Cambria's lawsuit wins, if they're successful with Robbie, that's great. That's awesome. But you guys have to make decisions that are best for yourself. Don't worry about what somebody else is doing or wait for anybody else to do it. Just do it. You take a look at the churches that have stayed open this entire time in defiance. The restaurants and the businesses that they've stayed open in defiance. And they've been earning money. They've been able to do what it is that they need to do to be profitable. Not as profitable as they would have been had they not done these shutdowns. But they've done what they need to do. Again, I support what's happening with Robbie entirely. I support what's happening with Paul Cambria. You guys have all the information. If you need anything, if anybody else needs anything about small business, please let me know. We will help. We will give them the information. Eric Jones will. Trisha Forbes has it. Marie Rock has it. This is an incredible team of people who are educated, with the law, with the policies, with your rights. And we're trying to put it all together in a way that is organized and concise so that we can get this information out to every single business owner and then out to all of their patrons and then on a website on freenys.com so you could share that with everybody else and you can see what it is that you need to do. Marie, myself, and Eric are making this a huge priority. Trisha and Kathy this week are going to be making that a huge priority to get that stuff up. We need these businesses open. People need their businesses open. I'm going to go eat, guys. I love you very much. If anything else happens today, let me know. I'll come back on and I'll share that. But if there's any new exciting developments that happen, if I hear about it, I'll come on. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Enjoy your day. Love you guys. Bye.